Welcome to Illuminati Silver. We tell you the truth about silver. Today is Sunday the 2nd of January 2022. And yesterday we published our weekly gold and silver update, and we've placed a link below. Today we're looking at a Silver Institute report published a month ago, predicting that the industrial demand for silver, plus the overall demand for physical silver, may prove to be higher in 2021 than many originally thought. So let's take a look. Silver News, published by the Silver Institute on the 2nd of December 2021. Silver industrial demand projected to reach a new high in 2021. Physical silver investment forecast to jump by 32% in 2021 for a 6-year high. Let's run through this because this may surprise quite a few people. But before we do, we can see here on the chart that their forecast for 2021 for mine production supply would be up 6%, but total supply up 5%. On the demand front, they're predicting a positive ultimate demand increase of 15%, with industrial demand being estimated at a positive 8% compared with minus 5% in 2020. Every key area of silver demand is forecast to rise in 2021, including a record total for overall demand. 1.029 billion ounces, the first time it has exceeded 1 billion ounces since 2015. And you can see on the chart, if their predictions are correct, and they're forecasting 1,029, you can see in 2015 it was 1,068, the year before 1,023, year before 1,070. In addition, physical silver investment is forecast to jump by 32% in 2021 for a 6-year high. According to Philip Newman, Managing Director, and Adam Webb, Director of Mine Supply at Metals Focus, during the Silver Institute's interim Silver Market Review webcast on November 17. Other highlights included: industrial demand will achieve a new high of 524 million ounces. This includes a 13% rise to over 110 million ounces in photovoltaic demand, a new high showing silver's key role in the green economy, underpinning much of the forecast 10% gain in silver's use in the electronic sector. In addition, brazing alloy and solder demand is set to expand by 10% in 2021, helped by recovery in housing and construction. Physical investment in 2021 is forecast to increase by 32%, or 64 million ounces year on year, to a 6-year high of 263 million ounces. The strength will be driven by the United States and India. Additionally, on top of solid gains last year, US coin and bar demand is expected to surpass 100 million ounces for the first time since 2015. Now, what is interesting is that the average silver price in 2015 was around $15.68, whereas for 2021 it's expected to average over $25. Exchange traded products are forecast to see total holdings rise by 150 million ounces in 2021. Consequently, combined holdings will have risen by a dramatic 564 million ounces over the past 3 years. During 2021 and through to November 10th, holdings rose by 83 million ounces, taking the global total to 1.15 billion, close to its record high of 1.21 billion ounces, which occurred on February the 2nd. This year, the silver price has built on its 2020 gains and has continued to strengthen. Through to November the 10th, prices have risen by 28% year on year. This follows a 27% rise for the annual average price in 2020. The upside reflects healthy investor inflows into silver on the back of supportive macroeconomic conditions, notably the persistence of exceptionally low interest rates, concerned about uncontrolled fiscal expansion, and most recently growing concerns about rising inflationary pressures. Metals Focus expects the silver price to rise by 24% year-on-year to $25.40. This would achieve the highest annual average since 2012's $31.15. In 2021, mined silver production is expected to rise by 6% year-on-year to 829 million ounces. This recovery is largely the result of most mines being able to operate at full production rates throughout the year, following enforced stoppages in 2020 due to the pandemic. So, as we can see, this is just a brief summary, but whereas demand has risen, so too, to a degree, has supply. In percentage terms, the forecast is lower than for supply as opposed to demand. But we cannot ignore, depending on whom one asks for an assessment, an above-ground available supply of silver, of anything from 1 to 2.5 billion ounces. So it will take a while to eat that up, as it were. But nevertheless, if these forecasts are accurate, and there's no reason to doubt their accuracy within a certain level or a certain percentage, then this bodes well for silver demand moving forward, especially as in 2021 we have had a degree of lockdowns and certainly not full capacity of our manufacturing and industrial base. That's the end of this article. Traditionally, we see gold and silver generally do well early in a new year, and providing the array of economic figures being announced by the United States this week are either as per expectations or perhaps even slightly weaker than expectations, we may very well see higher prices for the early part of this month. If global economies open up and are not forced to close due to Omicron or any other variant, then frankly we should see a robust demand for silver in 2022 and beyond. Of course, we also have to factor in that much of silver's movement is influenced by paper contracts. That's the price movement. And also we should not rule out the potential for the US dollar to strengthen further. However, things look moderately attractive for silver at this stage, but not neglecting the headwinds of higher interest rates in the forthcoming months. What do you think? Do share your thoughts. Meanwhile, thank you so much for listening. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to our channel, not forgetting to press the bell sign so you're notified of our videos as and when they are published. Illuminati silver owners come from a background of banking, international wealth management and economics. Having now retired from these worlds, we are not qualified to give investment advice. Therefore, this and other productions must not be deemed to be giving such advice and merely represent the personal views of its owners.